Across the world, millions of Muslims receive the call of Hajj, a sacred duty rooted in faith, a journey unlike any other. It begins in the hearts of the believers. Preparations are made, prayers are whispered, and homes are left behind as they respond to the spiritual call. In small villages and bustling cities, families gather. Fathers, mothers, children, each playing their part in the preparation. Bags are packed with simple essentials, white robes folded with care, and prayer mats stowed for the journey. As the moments pass, the weight of what is to come grows heavier, yet filled with anticipation and hope. The Hajj is more than a physical journey. It is a pilgrimage of the soul. The Quran is recited, its verses resonating in quiet homes and grand mosques alike, grounding each pilgrim in the purpose that lies ahead. With every step, a connection to centuries of tradition, to the footsteps of those who have come before. From the hands that carefully fold their garments, to the feet that step into worn sandals, every action holds meaning. As farewells are said, blessings given, and prayers offered, the pilgrims depart. Their journey begins not only in the world, but in their hearts, as they answer the sacred call to Mecca. The road ahead may be long, but each pilgrim knows that with every step forward, they move closer to fulfilling one of the 5 pillars of Islam. They leave their homes with the humility of knowing that this journey is a test of faith, perseverance, and unity. Together they walk, united in purpose, bound by faith. With prayers on their lips and blessings in their hearts, the pilgrims bid farewell to their loved ones. In homes filled with memories, small tokens of faith are exchanged. Prayer beads, words of advice, and tender embraces, each moment filled with the weight of departure. For many, this is a journey they have waited a lifetime to make. The moment has arrived. Families gather, watching as fathers, mothers, sons, and daughters step away from their familiar lives toward a sacred calling. The streets, once filled with daily routines, now hum with the excitement of pilgrims answering the call of faith. Hands grip the rails of buses, a symbol of the transition from home to the holy journey ahead. Children wave goodbye to their parents, eyes wide with awe, watching as the vehicles carry their loved ones away. A journey, both grand and deeply personal, has begun. The buses pull away from the village streets and into the open road. As the familiar fades from view, the desert stretches before them, a reminder of the vastness of the world and the spiritual pilgrimage that lies ahead. This moment is both an end and a beginning, the first steps in a journey that will transform their lives forever. Though the distance between them and their homes grows, each pilgrim knows that the road leads them to a higher purpose. Together, they travel as one, driven by faith, united by the promise of Mecca. And as the sun begins to set over the horizon, their hearts remain focused on the sacred journey that lies ahead. The desert stretches out before them, an endless expanse of golden dunes and rippling sands. For generations, pilgrims have crossed these vast, empty lands, their journey both physical and spiritual. The road winds onward, a humble path through nature's immensity, leading them ever closer to Mecca. Each turn of the wheels brings the pilgrims deeper into the desert, the sand shifting beneath them as the winds rise. The sun beats down, relentless, yet their spirits remain focused. Inside the buses, faces gaze out, contemplating the journey that lies ahead. The desert's harshness is a reminder of the resilience required for the path to Mecca. As the sun dips lower, they stop to rest, sharing quiet moments of reflection in the fading light. A sip of water is a moment of relief, a reminder of the blessings that sustain them. Under the wide open sky, they gather in small groups, sharing food and stories, their hearts united by faith. Day fades into night, and the sky above is lit with 1,000 stars. The desert, once a blazing sea of sand, now cools, and a quiet peace descends. The journey continues, but under the soft light of the moon, it feels almost dreamlike, a passage through time and space, leading them towards something greater. With each passing mile, the distance to Mecca shortens, but the anticipation grows. The first light of dawn reveals the holy city, faint but visible on the horizon. After days of travel, the pilgrims' eyes meet the sacred skyline of Mecca for the first time. The journey through the desert is ending, and the spiritual journey is about to reach its most sacred phase. At last, the holy city of Mecca rises before them, its minarets reaching toward the sky, the golden light of dawn casting a warm glow over the city. For the pilgrims, this is a moment of profound awe, the culmination of their long journey through deserts and plains. The sacred land they have prayed for, dreamed of, is now within their sight. Build with joy. With each step, the pilgrims draw nearer to the heart of their faith. Their feet touch the streets of Mecca, where generations of believers have walked before them. The city hums with the quiet energy of devotion, as men and women, dressed in white, make their way toward the great mosque, eyes filled with reverence. For many, the first sight of the Kaaba is overwhelming. Its black and gold cloth shines in the soft morning light, standing as the physical and spiritual center of the Muslim world. Tears fall, hands rise in prayer, and hearts swell with gratitude. This is not just a journey of miles, but of faith, a connection to the divine that transcends time and place. The pilgrims move in unison, entering the grand mosque with humility. They kneel in prayer, bowing before the sacred house of Allah. Their voices merge into one, a prayer spoken not just with words, but with every step, every breath. It is a moment of unity, a shared faith that binds them all. The Kaaba, circled by thousands of pilgrims, stands as a symbol of their devotion. As they walk around it, hands clutching prayer beads, heads bowed in reverence, they are reminded that this journey is more than a physical act. It is a surrender of the self, a submission to the Allah, and a reaffirmation of the bond that ties every believer to their faith.